Oh yeah. Wait, before we start, like officially for real. Okay, so like I told Andrea about your like you're trying to pen the thing of sophisticated pervert.
Yeah. What's up with that?
No, you know.
Okay,
Okay,
wait.
you know what she said to me? I was just like, yeah, he calls it he's like, yeah, Sonia's like a sophisticated pervert. And you know what she said?
Yeah.
I was like, sophisticated?
Yeah.
And that's
And I'm just like, oh,
no,
okay.
she was really shocked about it. And I was like, yeah, like cause okay, wait, did you tell him about the manifestation board?
Okay, so we made okay. Wait,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Okay,
there's
this is like
levels to
okay.
this.
Wait,
Okay,
we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
sit a little closer. Okay, so this is basically what happened. Okay, so my mom and my dad are really intense about me getting married now because my sister's getting married, right?
Yeah.
Right, right.
And that's why I texted you. I was like, hey, do you know anyone? And you said no, everyone's chopped cheese. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like
Mind you, we were at the Gina Jude's when that was happening.
yeah.
Like
Right,
we
right,
were
right,
actively
yeah.
getting food.
Yeah, not the time, not the place for you to like crush our dreams. And we were like, oh, okay, like fuck me then.
And you crushed it.
Yeah, like this. Anyways, so like we we went home and like Andrea like okay, at first Andrea didn't care because even my mom was asking her, are you gonna get married? And then
Immediately, by the way.
yeah, like the first
Yeah.
time she came over. And then Andrea's like, you know, like we have so much time, like relax, relax. I asked Andrea a question, hey, do you think we're gonna get married before 30? And then all of a sudden it's like she went sicko mode.
I got scared.
She got really
No, because the number thing gets me. I'm like, wait, we're 25, 30. There's 5 years left.
yeah. And she's
Yeah.
just like, we have to date for at least 3 or 4 years before we're like, you know. But I'm like, she
No.
wants to elope, so I'm like, girl, like we got like probably more time than you think. But
And we don't.
we
Yeah.
That's the
You
worst.
you got about like 10 months to find Mr. Right. You're
Hey,
in crunch time.
wait, don't say that because I'm gonna find out where you live and bomb the shit out of you.
yeah.
No,
So
go
like
for it. Literally go for it.
can I tell you something? You shouldn't have said that either because I was like, wait, 10 months? Now I'm
Wait, 10 months. Why? Why 10 months?
10 months, because then you'll be. Well, again, it's just a timeline. If you're gonna date for like 3 or 4 years, you got like 10 months. Because you're gonna go 20. You're gonna be 26. You're gonna start dating then. You're married when you're 30.
no, because your math is making sense and that's the problem.
Is
That's
it
what
though?
I'm saying.
Yeah. No, because in 10 no, I don't even want to justify your math. No, it's not true.
Thank you. See?
That's
Would
it's
you
not
guys?
true.
Would you guys ever common law marry the two of you? Because I feel like that could like save a lot of time. If you're like, we have this on the back burner, and then we can shop around.
No, she wants
No.
babies. I can't put a baby in her.
Yeah.
But anyways, we made Andrea, we were watching Starstruck and then all of a sudden Andrea's just like, wait, let's make a manifestation board right now. Pull
But
up
I'm sorry,
Canva.
Starstruck. Is that the Disney one? The one with
Yeah.
Yeah.
the dude with the swoopy hair, and they make the everything in the kitchen sink Sunday.
Hey, that's
Sterling Knight.
Sterling Knight.
That's our man.
Yeah.
I used to have that song on my iPod.
Used to. Why not now?
I don't know where my iPod is.
Hey, download it on your Spotify right now.
Bro,
Do you have
this is
Spotify?
crazy. There's like a second lane of communication happening in these glances between the two of you. That feels very exclusionary right now.
No, because it's gonna happen.
It feels
regardless.
It feels tribal.
Hey, don't include
I
that in
don't.
the
I don't.
podcast.
I get Andrea canceled. Well,
Yeah, Andrea, you might be sitting on the side. There's enough face to get you canceled off of this too. You're still
No.
identifiable.
I'll figure it out.
no, she's
I'll
like,
get you guys canceled first.
no, and she will. I was like, I've known her since I was like in the 8th grade, so like it's actually really scary.
Also, like,
so
none of the
you were there
teachers-
for Brockhampton ripped jeans era.
Okay,
You were there
wait.
for
Can I
that.
tell you something?
Yeah, can we get the scoop?
She found out about Brockhampton junior year, right?
Yeah.
She came to me in gym class and she was like, "Hey, I have this underground, like." Mind you, I've been listening to Brockhampton. It was on my Instagram stories, and she was not clocking it, right? And when she was like, "Oh, give it a listen," and I was like, "Yeah, for sure." I was like, "Hey, this is Brockhampton, like one of the most popular like
Yeah.
thing right now." So like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Mind you, okay, I had a picture with her in my Brockhampton t-shirt, skinny jeans, and white Vans while she was wearing like, what were you wearing? You were wearing like skinny ripped jeans, a pair of Vans and a jean jacket.
Yeah, and she didn't know Brockhampton.
No, I didn't, because my sister knew
Oh my
Brockhampton
god.
before me.
She also
Not
didn't know the
surprised.
1975.
Not surprised by that either.
Yeah, can I tell you
It's-
something? She is like, I don't even know. Like, she's on a different timeline than us.
Yeah, it's like it's funny because you have good taste in like media and art, but you consume pretty terrible. It's like you consistently consume
No, no, no.
slop, and you're like,
She just
oh, that was slop. You're like, oh, this is
she
more
just does
slop.
it too late. And she's like,
Yeah.
guys, like, let me tell you something right now. And I'm like, hey, like, it's been told. It's been on the news for like 20 years.
Yeah, and that's like really hard. No, it's like I like tell people I was like I'm the exact opposite of you. It's like you're whatever's the opposite of a contrarian is like what I am. Like I don't know. I really don't know. Okay.
It's like the tweet that's like where people are like we need to have more discourse about why is nobody talking. It's like people have been talking about this for decades. You're just 24. Like you're just
Yeah.
24. You're just reading for the first time.
Wait, we didn't even get to the sophisticated pervert.
Oh yeah, sophisticated pervert. Like she has a lot of thoughts about this.
Yeah, why did you call her sophisticated pervert?
She's like
I've
she's
been-
not sophisticated.
No, because like what does that entail? You know what I mean? Like
I've
what's the
been lofting
definition?
that on a lot of people. It started with one of my close friends, Adam, because he's just like an upstanding guy.
But he's a
then
pervert.
I think everyone's kind of a pervert. You know, like I think David Lynch was a sophisticated pervert. You know,
For sure, for sure. Wait, keep going with the sophisticated pervert though.
it's like there's like certainly an interest in like this indulgent pervertedness, but it's like you're highbrow about it. Like I think Sonia can be highbrow as a
It's like you're
person.
using a film camera to take a picture of a penis.
It's you're kind
It's
of
like the IMAX like
like
big thing that
if
Christopher Nolan's like shooting at.
yeah,
It's like,
If
okay,
Sonia was a guy, she'd be like the guys in Bushwick who like are like, yeah, I'm a film photographer, but they're just taking pictures of like naked women all day.
do you
Like,
agree with
you
that?
know,
No.
if you were
I
a
don't
boy,
think
that's who you'd be. You're
no,
just saying because you're not a boy.
if I was a boy, I'd be gay.
Are you sure?
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think
Wait,
you'd
be
be I think
honest.
you'd be I think you'd be a sophisticated pervert if you were a guy. I think you would be
Can
like
girls be
squeezy.
sophisticated perverts or can only guys be
It's
sophisticated?
a male thing.
No, they can be too. That's what you are right now.
It's like, wait, you're the definition of a sophisticated pervert.
You're walking and talking
Like you are the picture.
Yeah, like literally just like start describing yourself and our viewers will have a painted picture.
What did you tell him? Like, what did how did this come up? Like, where you're like, oh yeah, Sonia, sophisticated pervert.
Because she's like, you clocked her pretty well. But she's like,
Yeah. Because like, what is she telling you? Because I don't think she's.
I
ahead.
think being a pervert is not like inherently just discussing your
Being a
This is-
pervert. Go ahead.
Sonia, does it feel like you've had two separate therapists and they're talking about you in front of you right now?
no, can I tell
That's
you
kind of
Like
what
the
this dynamic
world's just
feels like.
colliding.
Yeah.
No, because it's like
She's crying.
because it's like you two know two different versions of me, but like why are you guys agreeing? That's
Yeah.
my problem, because I was like, I thought I had different personas, but it looks like it's like no, like there are overarching themes, and like that is like the that is like the core tie of like who I am as a person, and the only thing you guys can agree on, like for real, is that I'm a sophisticated pervert.
Yeah, because it's true. Because it's like you're highbrow, but you're kind of like subversive with it. You know, like you are like you are the way you identify and look at things, and that's why I think we've just watched you identify and look at different stuff. But it's like, oh, that's a sophisticated pervert underneath all that. You know, like
What did
that's why you're.
What did you show?
Again, she's really struggling with the sophistication of it.
No, because like, what did she show you that's like a pervert? Like,
Oh, because we were talking about basketball, Yowie.
We were talking about
Oh.
well, but not
okay,
even-
okay, that makes sense.
Well,
but
we,
not,
we were talking about yaoi, but not even just that, because I think you can be a pervert in a non-sexual sense. Like, I don't think it is like exclusively a sexual connotation to being a pervert. If that makes sense.
You got to expand on that, because now I'm confused.
Like, I think it's like it's just like the way that you like things that are perverted are like interpreted not in the way they were supposed to. You know, like it's like like it's gonna sound really stupid, but I think about like how you talk about like the minions, right? You're you're
Wait. How do you talk about the minions?
well,
Do you read like Kevin X Bob or something? What's going on?
No, can I tell you something? I'm scared now because when you said it the first time, I was just like, oh, like that's a cool thing that Aaron thought of. Okay, whatever. And then like leave her to ask some questions, and now I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now I'm offended. What do you mean about the way I talk about the minions?
I feel like
Stop laughing! Stop laughing!
Wait. What did she say about the minions? Like, let's go in.
like I think a lot of
No,
people might look at minions like, you know, papoy, banana, yellow, right? But you're so like no, but like Kevin and Bob, like the way they're in the back and they're
my
doing this,
God.
and the way that they have,
Oh
it's like your viewpoint of them just comes from
Kevin is yearning for Bob right now.
like not even like in a yaoi sense, not even in like a sexual way.
Not in a yaoi shit, but
Remember you were
I'm
talking
just
about
saying
minions
they have a
once?
multifaceted relationship with each other. Like
Yeah.
wait, what about Stuart?
Stuart, honestly, I do worry about him a lot because there is that loneliness that he inhibits.
Do you think it's because they're a trio?
Yeah, because can I tell you something? Someone in the trio is always going to be left out because someone always has like a more intense relationship. You know what I'm saying? And Stuart's sort of looking about where is my soulmate, you know? And I'm like feeling sort of bad for him, you know? But then again, I'm literally like Stuart's asexual.
No, see,
Really
I think
pondered about
so-
the minions.
I
That's the thing. innit?
exactly. And I think being a pervert is just looking too much into the psychosexual relationships between things. That's what being a pervert is. And I think you, again, like you just described the minions trio as like one's asexual and the other two are more intimate and there's multi-fat. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I agree.
It's like that's just that line of thinking is perverted,
Because-
but you're sophisticated because you're not gross about it. You're not like, oh, they're kissing and like touching each other's butts. You're like, no, but if you really think about it, like he probably feels quite lonely in his existence. You know, it's like you're the sophisticated pervert, bro. Like that's what you do.
Okay, wait, now I agree. Because I was like, hey, like sophisticated. I don't know about that. Like that's a vocabulary that I'm like, okay, like we'll see. Now he opened my eyes, and I agree.
Because it's not like a smut forward version of being a pervert.
That's true.
Very high. It's very highbrow. You're talking about like loneliness and angst within the minions.
No, because why did? Hey, how did you come up with that? And she's speechless. Like she's genuinely speechless. Go ahead.
No, I was because it's like, look at them. Like, obviously, they're making certain decisions, and it's just like it's the energy is palpable. Okay, like you can feel it. And can I tell you something? Maybe it's because maybe on some certain level, I identify with Stuart because who hasn't been a third? You know?
No, I think
She's
I
like,
think
wait.
you're right. No, I agree. I think I think everything
just
you're
like
saying
how she-
is right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the way in which you got there is because
Yeah, because I'm not thinking of the minions like that. Are you?
it takes a sophisticated pervert's mind to get there.
That's true. No, I agree.
Mind you, we're supposed to be talking about the Odyssey.
20 minutes into this.
Yeah, and you guys just psychoanalyzed me. And like the name that you like, and mind you, like this isn't even a bad thing. This isn't even like a thing that society should reject.
It's a bad thing. In a way.
No,
yes.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad.
No, you can tell the truth.
And it's my mom waking up. Yeah, she had the night shift. And she's just like listening to us and she's just like, my daughter's a pervert? And it's like, yeah.
We're yelling pervert, and the minions at the same time is crazy.
Yeah, and using the Minion movie to justify this title on.
Yeah, now I could see it.
Yeah.
And also, I like from your mom's perspective, this is what you've always sounded like: pervert, minion. Like that's all she's heard for the last like 10 years.
Yeah. You know what's really hurtful? When like you act really weird and your parents are like, that's her though.
That's just
Oh
her.
my god, no, my parents do that a lot. That's why I go home less.
And it's like, no, like I'm actually acting out right now. And they're like, no, like
this is what you've always been, bro. This is a
Mind you,
return
they're
to
not even
form.
thinking of like a mental like thing. Like
No.
they're just like, yeah, she's just like that.
yeah, she's just weird. People are weird, guys.
Yeah, because they also don't believe in like mental health. So
Yeah, there's no ADHD. Like it's just she was just like that.
Just quirky. People can't be quirky anymore. Liberal. And anyways, hey guys, this is the Sonia cast, and this is our first guest on the podcast. This is my friend Andrea. Say hi to the pod, Andrea.
Sup?
You can't hide your face. You've already been on camera. Like this, we're not cutting any of that. You've already
No, like legally you have to because my lawyers are like gonna get your ass.
And can I tell you something?
I'm the lawyer.
Yeah, I was like, her lawyers are just her fists, and like they are gonna get me by beating me the fuck up. So like genuinely, like that's what it is. Like Aaron's fine. He's like halfway across the world. I'm like actually like she's right next to me and she will kill me.
Yeah,
I'll
like
still
you're in
get
danger.
the people to beat you up.
She has a connection out here. She's really connected in the Filipino community.
We need more Patreon donors to stand up and defend Sonia. That's what we need. If you're willing to spend $5 a month on this podcast, defend Sonia.
And they're not gonna do that.
No, they're not. They're not.
No, because why lie?
No, because I'm like low-key the community that we're currently fostering. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Like genuinely,
Mr. McEwen.
Yeah. Oh, hashtag name drop. That's our high school English teacher. No, like
He wouldn't have voted for you. He would have voted against you.
Do you think Mr.
$5
McEwen is
for Andrea to
listening to
beat
this?
Sonia up.
Wait, what?
Do you think Mr. McEwen has potentially listened to this? Do you think it's possible?
No, he's fighting for our rights right now on Facebook.
We need to start posting our clips on Facebook, I think.
Can I say something? If we post it on Facebook, he will repost it. He's on Facebook so much. And you could tell like the mental state of this man because every 5 minutes it's just like Trump, like he really hates Trump and like Republicans. And he's like, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this, Trump that. They're destroying our country, which they are. But I'm literally like, hey girl, maybe like I'm like, go to the park or like, I don't know.
Have
like
a glass of water, go for a walk, kiss a baby.
He actually does have, I think,
a grandson.
Yeah, he does.
A grandson.
He's a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy though. He's a good guy. But anyways, this is Andrea. She is a friend of the pod, first time on the pod. How are you feeling?
Not good because Sonia is a pervert.
Confirmation.
And you have to keep that in.
Yeah. Well, the whole first 18 minutes are going in. I think that's the best podcasting we've ever done.
Hey, not all of the 18 minutes.
Yeah. I think we're big on like doing the intro 20 minutes into an episode lately. That's kind of been our tea, I feel like.
Yeah, because it's like all of a sudden we're talking about things, and then I genuinely maybe, you know what? Anyways, like, can we actually do that? Anyways, okay. So like, what we were actually gonna talk about today before these two decided to psychoanalyze me is that we were gonna talk about the Odyssey.
The Odyssey. Ooh.
So we saw it.
We did independently, but we all reached the same conclusions, it would appear. Or so we haven't gotten all the way into it, but I think we are all thinking similar conclusions.
Yeah. We'll start with our conclusion because we watched it together, and so our conclusions are pretty similar. So like our big thing is like Christopher Nolan, and I've always said this, and I've gotten like film bros who like vehemently disagree with me, and I'm literally like, no, I think I'm like genuinely right. Like Christopher Nolan, he does theme really well. He's like, and it's like really concise the way he makes movies, and I think that's the reason why he's so popular, because he's so concise with themes. You could always tell the overarching, like every little thing in the movie means something to the big picture, and he's a big picture guy, right? But the thing is that what I don't know if he struggles with it, because I don't even think he's trying to do it. I don't think that's his goal. Is that like he doesn't really develop like character as much, which honestly, like, for the movies he's making, I understand probably why he wouldn't, because it's just, like, not the vibe of what he's doing. But, like, I don't know, as someone who loves character and, like, relationships between characters, his movies sometime, like, it's hard for me to, like, remember or, like, feel, like, really emotional about it because, like, there's just, like, no emotional tether. And that's the reason why, like, my favorite Christopher Nolan film, and I really love this film, is Dunkirk, because with war movies, it is all about theme. Like, one war movie is to represent all war. And, like, I think he did Dunkirk really well because, like, that's the whole point. That's, like, the best way to tell war stories is, like, having an overarching theme about how all war connects to each other. And so Dunkirk was really good. Movies that weren't as great, I think I'm not the biggest fan of his Dark Knight trilogy just because it's like Batman is like the reason why Batman's so popular is because of the character of Batman. You can put him anywhere and yet the character permeates. Batman's story is not about him defeating villains. This motherfucker doesn't even have powers. Like, if we were in it for like
Mhm.
him defeating villains and the overarching plot of it, we'd go read a Batman comic. You know what I'm saying? Batman, or not Batman, Superman comic, you know? Batman is all about his internal struggle of like him dealing with his childhood trauma of his parents being killed in front of him living in Gotham, what that means, him being like a millionaire billionaire, but you know, living surrounded by poverty, his story of like the no kill rule, how that's like pivotal to his person, and then him adopting kids and like what that means all around. Like his internal struggle is what makes him such an endearing character. And I feel like Christopher Nolan is trying to make Batman about themes and like what this means for society. But like you can do that, but like what makes Batman more interesting is him as an individual as well as his rogue gallery, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes.
But that is my opinion on Christopher Nolan.
I think I couldn't agree more. I think he does a lot of things where like he tries to make things like the Odyssey. To me, it was like, I think a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's such a great, like, it's like this human story examining, like, they really like the golden rule of like, like what do we owe other people and what's owed to us, and like how does
Yeah.
that work. But he just tells it from such a narrow white male centric point of view that kind of like, again, it's like that is a human like questioning, but he only questions it from that one perspective. So I think it's just like, it's a story, it to me it's a pretty detailed story about masculinity, but it doesn't explore it through the lens of anything besides like the person experiencing it, where it's
Yeah.
like, again, to me, it's like the beauty in the Odyssey is that it is a very human story, and there are a ton of dynamic characters like that you could dive into. And even though it's like Odysseus's quest, it's like you could like every emotional like crux in that movie is really just in relation to like, what does that mean for Odysseus and like this like white male protagonist? Like I think he tells the story of like, again, like boyhood and fatherhood really intimately. Like, because that's
Mhm.
that's what Interstellar was too to me.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not nuanced. It's like the most, like I always say is like my review was like, he's like, if a really shallow guy was incredibly like well spoken and very like meticulous and could like really tell you a very intricate story, like, because like you said, it's very intentional, it's very well articulated,
Yeah.
and it's very clear, and like because of that it feels really immersive. But I just think that like there's not there's a lot of perspective missing from the story, if that
Yeah,
makes
and I'll
sense.
agree with you specifically on that. What And the thing is, it's not a bad movie. It is how he makes movies. And so like I don't have a problem with it because like, yeah, that's Christopher Nolan's style. And I think that he values honing in and hitting home a theme that makes it memorable to his viewers after they've left the theater. And so I think there is merit to that. But when he's writing a story, what he doesn't include is that questioning of the thesis. You know, when you write an
Yes,
essay,
yes, yes, yes.
you know when you write an essay, you have three key points, and then you have a counter to it,
Mhm.
and then you explain why the counter still supports your main thesis of like that whole thing. He doesn't have
Yes.
the counter, and so that's why
Oh,
it doesn't. it doesn't, the theme, it just doesn't have that nuance because it doesn't have the counter to it, which I sort of really appreciate. But you, the scale of what he's doing and the story he's trying to tell, I think that he would lose, like, he thinks that he would lose some of that conciseness. And so, like, I guess I understand why he made that decision, but like, that is what's missing.
I think that's. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead. I
No, no,
always
no.
forget about our
Okay.
guest.
Yeah.
I say that's exactly. I think what I was thinking, because like kind of we were texting about it, but like the whole idea of like I think it becomes, because it doesn't present the counter as a valid argument or doesn't even address it.
Yeah.
It feels so like self indulgent, and so like this is the story, and this is, it's like it doesn't give credence to the fact that like this is one story of many,
Yeah.
if that, or like this is one perspective of that there could be.
Yeah.
And then we both talked about how much we loved like Robert Pattinson's performance in this, because
Mhm.
again, it's like if you look at like even like if you like do like the meta step out of like the production of the Odyssey and everything, like Robert Pattinson seemed to be like, yeah, it's like this theatrical Shakespearean thing. I'm playing this kind of like asshole guy, like, and he does it in this really like done up way. Like I really loved. I saw he did an interview where he's like, playing this character is no different than playing like Edward in Twilight. He literally was like, it's just like this like kind of like skeezy-ish guy like vibe, like, and he played it kind of silly, kind of self-aware. And it's like I just felt like a lot of the project felt like it was too like yeah, it felt like it was too self-important. Like I think this film explored a lot of similar themes to like Tim Robinson's Friendship from last year. I
Mhm.
think a lot
Oh.
of the themes are similar.
Mhm.
But Tim Robinson has like, he presents the counter because he inherently adds the comedy of like a lot of masculinity is really stupid. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of like the baseline of a lot of Tim Robinson's comedy, is like
Yeah.
masculinity is inherently comedic because it's so self-important and it's so ridiculous that we make
Yeah.
like, even like, it's like, and like, and the lack of that being in the movie, I think to me at times just felt like the lack of, again, like looking at the counter and looking at what other perspectives could have added to this made it like a little like, even the end, and it's like, oh well, that's the story, but the way you tell it could come to life different. It's like, yeah, the strongest guy will swing the bow and shoot it through the crosses. Like it's so like it felt
Yeah.
so like, if to me this feels like the best version. Melly said this yesterday. It's like if you approach it like a Marvel movie, it's really good, which is what I kind of think it is. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's like what The Dark Knight was. It's like the best superhero movie,
Yeah.
but it fails to me, like you're saying, to connect on a deeper level by not addressing the like counterpoints or counter perspective.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like, I agree. And DeAndre, you have anything to add?
No, like let me just keep thinking right now.
She's thinking really hard.
Like I'm thinking really hard. I'm
Literally
silent.
just-
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, like speaking to Robert Pattinson's performance, because that's what really stood out to us, is that just like speaking from like an actor's perspective, his willingness to like totally inhibit his character and be like, no, my character is right, I feel like is so important, because he is an antagonist in the story. And even in his interviews, he's still defending his character. He's like, well, like if you think about it from his perspective, like he's not doing anything wrong, he's following Zeus's law. And so like I feel like that his performance is a weird counter, the way he plays it, because he doesn't play it
Yes.
as a villain, he plays it as a hero. And I feel like that's why his performance was so memorable and interesting, is because without Christopher Nolan meaning to, he provides like a weird counter to like what his whole thesis
Mhm.
is. And that's why the performance is like super interesting, and like one of, honestly, like it speaks a lot to the skill of the actor. And I feel like that's the reason why Christopher Nolan loves using Robert Pattinson, because like there is that depth, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I think like across the board, I think the acting was phenomenal like in
Yeah.
this. And I think, and that's what I do think Christopher Nolan benefits a lot from like the actors pour a lot into it. Like,
Yeah.
again, like you're saying, like the counter is brought to life because the actor brought so much depth to the character
Mhm.
without, again, like and to me, like it's the difference between like Christopher Nolan and like I keep bringing like Boots Riley and like
Mhm.
I Love Boosters, because like to me it's like Christopher Nolan almost like a lot of what he's just doing is like capturing this very realistic version of what we imagined these things to look like.
Yeah.
Where I almost feel like with the medium of directing, you can do, there's a lot of tools at your disposal to where you could, add more layers and nuance. Whereas like
Yeah.
he's almost giving us like the most highly polished version of like a play or a musical, which isn't
Yeah.
bad, but it's like,
No.
again, that is more carried by the writing, by the acting, by the set design, by like the costume department. Like I think those people on this movie like really knocked it out of the park. And from directing, he almost just captured that. Which again, there's nothing
Mhm.
wrong with that. Like, I would consider this to be like a solid like 7.3 out of 10 movie. Like really
Yeah.
good. Enjoyed watching it. So it's like he just captures it, but it's like I think you could have done more in like the directing and the editing of the film to add
Yeah.
more substance with what this art form like offers, which is I know like sounds like such a pretentious like take, but I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know, that's just like kind of my thought on Christopher Nolan. It's like he has like these incredible actors and
Mhm.
incredible set designers and incredible budgets, and they're able to put together this thing. But yeah, it's like Robert Pattinson being like a brilliant actor, and I thought Tom Holland was great in it too. Like,
Yeah. We did too.
Yeah, I agree.
oh my goodness, like just such a good like yeah, like everything about him. Like I bought it, and I like that he called him dad. I think that actually worked for it because for this like modern retelling. I know that was a hot debate like online. They're like,
Hot take, yeah.
"Where's
Not in a
where's
bad
my
way.
dad?"
Not in a bad way.
Like I don't know. I was really shocked that more of the female characters weren't more developed, especially particularly Anne Hathaway. Like her character's struggles,
Penelope. Yeah.
yeah, her, like the
Yeah.
struggles of Penelope are so real. Of like having these
Yeah.
suitors, and like again, the only time it really is expressed is like in her really good like when she's going on that monologue or in the conversation with Telemachus. Telemachus.
Telemachus. Yeah. Telemachus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like when she's like crying and she's like, "You think I don't know why they're fucking here? Why they're like?" There's so much depth added to like, but again, it's like it's the power of that acting performance that I
Yeah.
think is able to breathe life into that.
Yeah.
And I felt similar to that scene as I did to a lot of like the Pattinson scenes. Is like
Yeah.
they were able to bring a lot of truth in a very short amount of time to like
Yeah.
this character.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Who do you think should be nominated for best supporting actor and actress from this movie? Pick one.
Oh, go ahead.
I hate. I mean, I'm picking my boy Pat. I love Robert
Okay.
Pattinson though. I think he's the goat. Like, yeah.
Actress wise?
Actress, I would. I mean, but Anne Hathaway, couldn't you do lead actress? Because I don't
Yeah,
think it'd be
I think
supporting.
she would be lead.
Okay, I saw they were debating putting her in as supporting, but I think she's lead.
I think she's lead.
Um, who played Cersei?
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
She was
Wait.
good.
Are you serious?
We agree on this.
She scared the
Heavy.
hell out of me. Yeah, she was great.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, girl, why I thought you think I
No.
thought you were saying I thought you were saying Calypso. I'm like
No, it's
in the
Cersei.
tortilla?
Hey, the tortilla is crazy.
In the tortilla. Yeah.
But no, we actually really agree with Cersei. We loved her performance.
Yeah, I wish they told more of her story.
Because
Yeah,
she is so involved in the
yes.
original Odyssey, and like that is where you could have gotten your counterpoint. Because Cersei, like the whole movie is about like how like maybe like violence is like
Yeah.
not the
And
answer.
especially like talking about like men in particular, because like
Yes.
she hates men,
Yeah.
and rightfully so.
Yeah, and so like she would offer like a really interesting weird counterpoint to his idea because Cersei is using violence against these men, but like she is justified because she was done wrong. You
Yeah,
know?
and she's using the same violence that they use on her, that they're using on everyone else that they encounter. And like you said, it's like the fact that they didn't delve more into that. And I hated the pig transformation scene. I thought it was gross. um and I thought it was, like, to me it was like, again, that was a time where it's like that could have been your counterpoint and you could have made this a really more interesting way to depict how like this replicates the same violence that they were enacting on women, that they were enacting on children. But instead it just became this like almost, to me it just felt like this like weird gore thing of like she's mutilating these guys into pigs, like it's gross, like, it
I
leaned
do
more into Sorry.
I do agree that it would have benefited so much by having that specific, like when they were doing like flashbacks to Troy, they should have been flashing back to Troy as like that was happening.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
that would have benefited so much. And like that's like a little way to use the counterpoint, because like the thing is you could still continue on with your story and your theme would still make sense, but there is like that thing where your audience is like, oh my god, like that is something to think about, you know, because we get at the end that like war is wrong and like we have broken Zeus's law, but then it begs a question to be like, how has Cersei broken Zeus's law and how is she justified? So like that is such an interesting point. I think that the way they shot it was absolutely gorgeous though. It was so cool. And we really did love that scene like a
Yeah.
lot. We were just like, no, like they should have stayed dogs or like stayed pigs because that's what they are. She said, back to your
Yes.
disguises. I was like, we were like chills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought that piece. I meant the physical act of when she's like compressing
Like
them,
morphing them.
Yeah.
morphing them into the pig.
Yeah.
I thought back to your this disguise was good. I thought her part was good, but again, it's like her emotional arc of that we
Yeah.
only experience through the lens of look how Odysseus is this upstanding man who doesn't act like the rest of the pigs.
Right.
Right?
Right.
She's only used as a plot point to prop him up as an example of a good man, whether than instead of like it's like her entire thing is like equally valid and interesting, and the critique
Mhm.
of like
Yeah.
again the critique of masculinity and the brutality that it brings,
But then
but
it
they don't
also
touch it.
begs, yeah, and then it also like begs the question of like Odysseus, the Trojan horse was your idea, you know, at
Yes.
the end of the day. And I feel like a lot of the movie was him trying to escape that. And I guess he did like acknowledge at the end. He's like, I was the one who broke Zeus's law. It was all my fault. But like, still, like, there isn't, it seems like it was an out of character moment for Odysseus. That's what the movie portrays that Trojan horse thing as that was an out of character. That was like a weird thing that he did. But like
Mhm.
if you read the Odyssey, that is not an out of character thing that
Yeah.
Odysseus done. He's like a war hero. Like the reason why Agamemnon calls on Odysseus is because he'd been about that. So like
Mhm.
that's why like it is again like Cersei and Odysseus, there's a reason why they have a kid in mythology. Like they're like reflections of each other, and it would have been so interesting
Mhm.
for that to be developed and like gone into. But like again, like we're missing that, and
And I
so
think I'd say one thing I think that is a big cause for that is
mm,
to me in watching this, it felt like I was saying like the self-insert character of this movie isn't Odysseus, it's
Telemachus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Telemachus, because it's a story of to me it felt like that's it's the story of a son watching his father, and that's why you would write it in that cadence of my father's mistakes were mistakes that he didn't intend to make, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
Like I think that portrayal. So like again, I think that dynamic of like you're saying, like I think it's wrong, but there's this weird, not weird, but I think there's this very intentional, like because they're modernizing the Odyssey and making it for a modern audience, it's
yeah,
really told through the lens of like very like Judeo-Christian values, right? Like
yeah,
Zeus's law kind of becoming like that golden rule principle. And I think like in that, like through that sense of the word, that's why they like that tint on the story I disliked, and I think it's
mhm,
why like it led to things like again Odysseus like his worst moments, which was a planned attack that he did where he knew they were going to slaughter people, like
yeah.
was like this moment of weakness, and even as he walked through the battlefield, he felt
Mind
sick
you,
about
he's
it.
been to
No,
war. Why are
Yeah.
you
yeah,
shocked that this is happening? You've been to war. It's like
like
this like level of naivety that's put on Odysseus that doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. And that's why I do actually really agree with you that this is told in the point of view of Telemachus, because even people who've read the Odyssey, they're like, wow, I'm really surprised that Telemachus is in this so much. You
like that's
know?
because that yeah it's a story of modern masculinity like in Western culture and how we view again masculinity and our fathers and how we avenge that, and like again that to me was like that I think I was confused for a little watching it at first, and then something clicked and it's like, oh, Tom Holland is the self-insert, it's not Odysseus, like
Yeah.
he's not the hero, he's witnessing these men before him who were complicated and all this. But I think the big sin of it is like again, it, like you're saying, it absolves the bad work of those previous men, of Odysseus, of them. It
Yeah.
absolves them of their role in that. I felt
Yeah.
like the movie did that to some extent, of like,
Yeah. And
you
then
know,
what is it called? Also in the portrayal of Menelaus as well, John Bernathal's character,
oh
um,
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
it drives that point in so much because like Menelaus in the original Odyssey is a loser.
yeah,
And he loves his wife. This is true.
This is true.
mm,
But like he's a loser, and so is Agamemnon. And to create like the choice to create these characters in that way and cast these certain people and then have Menelaus just be like a really like nice gracious host to Telemachus and not like have that being portrayed, it's just such a weird thing to me, like genuinely.
yeah.
Can I say
Wait,
something? Oh.
could you say that again? How he was portrayed in the original Odyssey?
Like in the original Odyssey, well, Agamemnon and Menelaus in the original Odyssey aren't portrayed like as like heroic like Odysseus is taken to Troy, Achilles is taken to Troy, all these people are taken to Troy sort of against their will. Agamemnon and
Yeah,
Menelaus are threatening them, being like, we have to go to Troy and fight. Menelaus' main motivator is to get Helen back. People say maybe because he loves her, but also there is that pride thing of like, you stole my wife from me, like we will get it back in blood. And then Agamemnon, it's about trade routes. It's about I'm
yeah,
going to take Troy because Troy is like an impenetrable force. Like I will be heralded as like the greatest general to ever live. Mind you, was he leading armies? No, it was Odysseus. And so like
mhm,
that's why I'm saying like the portrayal of Menelaus is like a really interesting thing because he is like prideful. His vanity is what gets them all involved in the situation at all. And the fact that Telemachus doesn't feel a certain way about it is like bizarre, you know, but
yeah,
he's young. And that's the reason why it's told from because if it was told by Odysseus' point of view, there would be a different tinge on it.
yes. And I,
Oh, okay.
okay,
So wait, going back to like the portrayal of Odysseus and all that, I think it was interesting that Nolan added in like the puppy scene where he's like, no, don't kill him, and like the loyalty thing with the dog and like showing the dog. I think that gave the audience a lot of sympathy or like
Sort of like again portraying him as like sort of this holier than thou figure. Look, like
right.
the runt of the litter,
mhm,
like cares about him.
Yeah, because I think because in the original Odyssey, Odysseus during the Cyclops scene, he did the nobody.
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
the whole nobody scene of it
mhm,
all. How again, his pride is what gets them caught in the
yeah,
situation and invokes the wrath of Poseidon. It's because he was doing too much.
yeah. He was too
mhm,
arrogant because last minute he says, "My name's Odysseus," and then that's when the Cyclops was able to tell Poseidon, "Hey, Odysseus did this to me. So like." Kill his crew, whatever, do everything that you can. But I think in the movie, I think it's crazy because he was like, he shot the last arrow because he was taking quote unquote revenge for his fallen soldiers, which I
mhm,
think is insane to like portray because Odysseus is like a person that's arrogant.
Arrogant and prideful. So like again,
mhm,
now you're changing the context of that scene of like instead of it being like no, Odysseus was just doing too much on his own name. Like he was able to get away from the Cyclops and he said like, "Oh, it's nobody." So like they would never be able to track it back to Odysseus and his crew. And then last minute he's like, "No, like I'm going to take credit for that cuz I did that." Girl, what? Girl,
And
what?
now
yeah,
everyone's mad.
And now everyone's mad and now
mhm,
we're all dead. Thanks a
mhm,
lot. And then to have that scene of when his crew eats those cows on Apollo's island and then to have that contempt for them when it's sort of just like, girl, like they're doing the exact
yeah,
same thing you did. But
yeah.
like not necessarily in the movie, but in the books, they're doing the same thing. Their own vanity, their own pride is what gets them caught in that situation, acting like Apollo's not going to be like, girl, those are my cows. What the hell?
Yeah, it's like within their own means, they're everyone's defying the gods to their own means. He just has more
Yeah,
means
Right.
than them.
Right.
And
yeah,
and again, it's like I think what you just said was really cool about like Odysseus's character in terms of like the Cyclops and shooting him in the eye, and like in this retelling, it's like again, it's why this could only be a retelling from like
Right.
like a white Western man who would,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
would be able to overlook those things as courage, as bravery.
Yeah.
The again looking at contempt towards like his fellow men who did the same thing as him, as like they were making the wrong mistake because I did it for nobler reasons, right? It's like
Yeah.
Right.
it's so rooted in like I think I what I consider to be like a lot of like Christian values of like holier than thou, live
Yeah.
above it, right? Because like I think Odysseus in this is portrayed a lot like Old Testament God, and Telemachus is portrayed a lot like Jesus, right? And I think their stories mirror Christianity and like really
Yeah.
just like First Testament of the Bible. So like Christianity, Judaism,
And I
Islam.
would agree with that because it explains the lack of expanding on Cersei's island because there's so much to be discussed there and there's so much to be added. I mean, like, there's a reason why the Odyssey has um been able to perpetuate across millennia
Yeah.
in our society is because that story is so strong and so nuanced and like is still prevalent today in today's culture with iPhones, you know?
Mhm.
And I think that like the things that he was keep like I get it. His story is so concise and so I think like visually like I'm like, okay, I understand what you're saying. And there is merit to that because a lot of people
Yes,
cannot do that.
yes.
A lot of people can't do that. But I just like there is again like now we're like talking about it, but there is that one of like when people say this is a great Odyssey uh retelling, is it?
No, it's again, it's a really I'm fully really good story, really well done.
Right.
Shout out to everyone
Right.
again, but it's like a 7.3. People are like I literally have been like hearing conversations all week at work. I was pumped to see because people were like, it's like easily like everyone agrees it's like one of the like 10 best movies ever made like that. I'm like, it's a very good movie, but it is
Yeah.
not like again, yeah, it's not even the best telling of this story.
It's
Like
not SpongeBob original movie. Like, and that's no shade. That's really no shade.
no, but that has though. Like that's one of the
Yeah.
best Odyssey interpretations ever. I mean, Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly" is the Odyssey. That's the story there. Like
Yeah.
and the trials and tribulations he faces, and it delves into masculinity. But
Yeah.
again, he uses his medium and his perspective as like a black man to add more perspective.
Yeah.
And I still don't think it's a complete picture, but it adds
Yeah.
more depth using the
What
medium.
I what I think the Odyssey is, and probably like a lot of Christopher Nolan's filmmaking, is like he's preaching to the choir. Like he is cultivated this like choir like audience and he's like, I'm gonna preach to you guys. But like what I do appreciate from filmmakers is when they're just trying to have a conversation.
Yeah,
And it didn't really feel like a conversation. It's sort of just like this is how it was and this is how it
yeah.
is.
It was
Yeah.
this I don't know if this comparison makes sense. It reminds me of like the late stage Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle used to do comedy, and now like it was so like it's so preachy. It's like you're telling. It's like gather around and I'll tell you this, and there's not a dialogue we are having
Yeah.
or that this is sparking. It's you informing me. It's
Yeah.
like again, it's like Christopher Nolan is the self-insert, holier
Yeah.
than thou. Like I know a little bit more, I live a little bit nobler. And again,
Yeah.
he's Telemachus, so he's doing this whole like, the people before me, like my father, were like really bad guys, but like I'm here to just tell you this story and lead these people. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that's how this felt to me. Of like,
Yeah. But
yeah,
it doesn't like spark conversation. And the only reason why we're having a conversation back and forth about it is because there is that original text of the Odyssey. And we're like, now we're seeing what's missing from the story.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I maybe I am also open to the possibility that I'm wrong, and that
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's like in the sense of what like if Christopher Nolan's audience was us, and he,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, and if it was like he's preaching to that choir, but he's hoping for this conversation to flow out of it. Again, I think that's putting too much faith in him. I don't think that's what he's doing, but
Yeah.
I would just
Could be true.
I'm open to being proven wrong. I'm open to
Yeah.
being proven wrong on that.
Yeah.
So Christopher Nolan, if you want to get on the pod, let us know.
Hey, let's have a conversation. No, because like I think I would love to talk to him because like it'd just be like, oh, just pick his brain and then being like, so Travis Scott, tell me about that.
Yeah, again, like it felt so like that was to me the perfect example of like I think my general take of like A24 rapper as black character in movie
Mhm.
trope. again, A24 is not the only person. I just think they do it a lot with like, but it's
Mhm.
like, let's throw ASAP Rocky in there, throw Tyler Creator in there, throw Travis Scott. It's like they don't know how to write. Like there are characters in that in the film that could have told a uniquely black modern perspective like story in terms of like
Yeah.
their treatment, how they were treated amongst the crew, what it looked like. But Christopher Nolan doesn't explore that at all. So the black character is just like, here's this rapper and he plays the bard, you know? And
Yeah.
then it's like, and here's this other black guy, and he kind of plays like the lackey sidekick asshole to Robert Pattinson's asshole, who like has more depth. He just plays
Yeah.
this like side character. And it's like he slates in black characters, but like again, it's like they could have in their own portrayals brought themes of like black American or black European, like this black Western experience into the Odyssey, because the black Western experience exists in the Odyssey. Like it's
Yeah.
already in that story because that story is like a larger like it existed before this version of civilization. So our story exists in there too. And he didn't look at opportunities to do it. It was just like a rapper plays bard and he does the chant, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, like, just kind of could have done more with that. And like you
Yeah.
were saying, that's not what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to
No.
just tell the story he knows, which is like
Yeah.
white Western guy, so respect. But
Yeah.
I'm just less interested in that story.
Yeah. And that's like not a crime.
Yeah.
That's not a crime, Gala. Like that's not a crime. But like people are gonna like persecute regardless. But like it's okay, Gala. It's okay. We're just having a conversation. We're having a conversation.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, we've talked about this for an hour.
I'm gonna be so honest. I feel like we need to transition our podcast into being like movie review podcast.
Because you're like, wait, this is really good.
I was like, I was just like listening. I was like, the last 3 episodes, I think we spent a combined hour and a half talking about Wendy's versus Taco Bell. And I was like, you know what? We actually got into really interesting themes on this.
What did you guys say?
Wendy's versus Taco Bell. What did we
Oh,
say?
I'm Team Wendy's. It wasn't one-on-one. It was just we were talking about the evolutions of the fast food space more so. But I do love Wendy's.
Yeah, we're like talking about like the price points and stuff like that, and how like Wendy's is sort of like the last mecca because you can get
The last mic is crazy.
yeah, hey, but like they have the $4 bites, they have the biggie bag, and they have like multiple options for that lower tier that McDonald's no longer operates at. And like the second they take away the $5 bag with the McChicken, it's like genuinely over for their entire franchise and they don't even know it. And then with Taco Bell as well, they have the boxes, right? Yeah. Well, thank you. Like genuinely, because I'm gonna be like
Notice,
that. They don't know.
I just said the word Taco Bell and added something else to it, and we got this level of passion. This is
Yeah.
it.
Well, like,
It just like unlocks something in you.
Well, I'm just.
She loves to talk.
Well, I'm just like, it's an important topic to discuss because like I genuinely don't think that people understand what is really genuinely keeping these places afloat, because why would I go to McDonald's for like a burger meal that would cost the same amount at Culver's, would cost the same amount at Portillo's? They're being taken, like McDonald's doesn't know they're being taken apart by these local brands like Whataburger, like not Shake Shack, but like I guess sort of Shake Shack, but like In-N-Out and stuff like that. And I'm like, do you not like acknowledge that these local burger joints are going to be taking your customers? Now what are you going to do about it? Because you're like, no, McChicken costs $2. No, it doesn't.
But she still bought that yesterday. She ate it up actually in the car. No, because actually, no. Okay, like actually watching her eat that two McChickens was actually like so interesting because she ate it up so fast. Nothing to it, like no shame about it. It was just like it was gone in like 2 minutes.
That's crazy.
Okay, you ordered the
Wholly
McNugget
aired
meal.
out.
Like
Wholly aired
obviously,
out.
yeah. I was like, you got the McNugget meal. Okay, obviously it's gonna take you longer to eat it. And like,
No. It was like I was in the passenger seat and I was like, "Hey, do you want the second one?" And she was like, "No." We came to a stop sign. She grabbed it from my lap and started eating it. So like I was just shocked.
In my defense, I said not right now. But then we stopped and I was like, oh, it's time.
Not right now.
Yeah.
2 seconds ago, by the way. So
Yeah, but then once you reach a standstill, because it's like I think I actually relate to that because I think it's like the greed is like if we're in motion.
the greed is crazy.
Well, because the greed, if you're in motion,
I'm
it
like a
feels too
pervert. I'm
greedy.
greedy. Like, what are you trying to
Wait,
say?
literally check the chat. Check the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat. It says sophisticated pervert, and I'm
Oh,
I
feeling.
said that a minute
like, wait,
ago.
what?
Because even you're the way you just got so amped up about the interdynamics of fast food chains, sophisticated pervert.
So is sophisticated pervert just caring? Oh, okay. Like I get it now. now I'm the bad guy.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's just about having a big heart and care.
And a big stomach. No. Whoa.
Now I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Okay, so okay, because the Grinch became a sophisticated pervert. Is that what you guys are saying? Oh, okay.
He was a sophisticated pervert.
Yeah, maybe he was.
I'm just like really shocked. Really shocked. And mind you, this term has been around for a while with me and Aaron. I just like never thought to ask him a question about it. I'm like, I guess I understand sort of what that means. He's just saying I'm really smart.
And he laughed in your face.
Well, I do think again, there's nothing. I'm not denying that. It's just the smartness is focused in a very interesting fashion that I appreciate.
Do you?
I think if that weren't the case, this podcast would be terrible.
Society.
So I think I also self-identify as that as well.
Society, go ahead and sound off in the chat. Society, are we accepting this? Are we accepting this as upstanding members?
Oh my god!
Or are we being cast aside? Are we being ostracized?
And let's let the people decide.
Yeah, society, go ahead and sound off in the chat. If you're an active member of society, go ahead and sound off in the chat.
Oh my god! All right, I have to go.
Can I say I had to go probably like 50 minutes ago. The second y'all agreed on that, I was like, oh, okay, like maybe I should just go because obviously I'm not a good person.
No, you're great. You're a great lad.
No,
I think this is
no.
No, you are.
So anyways, can you wrap this up or like?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. Anyways, okay, well, like I will let you go, but this has been on Andrea.
Bye, guys.
This
Andrea
has been
will be
Sonia.
back.